Jenna, go to one backboard. Go to one end. I just want to see what it looks like in here. All right, that's good. Now go to the other end. As long as you don't stand up, you're fine. All right, that's good. We're good. Thank you. All right, camera's all adjusted. Tonnell's ready for the tip-off, and we're going to get going here. You see the sponsors in the lower right corner rolling through your screen. I'll read off them periodically too. As the Vikes control the tip, Obeyed working over to Volker. Obeyed again with it. Volker moving around the top of the key. Back to Dawson. The Vikings kind of probing for openings early on here. Over to Adams. Near the top of the key. Obeyed a nice move inside and gets the first bucket of the night. An easy one for the Vikes to start things off. You'll see throughout the broadcast the player stats will roll along the bottom. As they make a play, the stats will show up. It's Sene with the ball, dishes over. There's Boyd with the first shot off the mark. Nice save by the Pride, then taken away by Dawson as he works it up the court. And the Vikes will work there. A nice cut by Clyde Volker, and he was hit beautifully for the assist. So the Vikes off to a quick 4-0 start. As Sene brings it up, working against Dawson. Over to Siegler. And Wing with the ball now, out on the wing. Back to Siegler, up to Sene up top. Sene just slightly off your screen. There he comes. As well, there's an errant pass. And it is, they're saying it was touched by Valley, so it's going to go back to Heritage. So Heritage will pass it in front of the scorer's bench here. I know that cuts off a little bit on your screen, but best we can do. Siegler with it. Working against Obeyed. A long pass to Sene, a little bit too high, and that goes out of bounds for the first turnover of the evening. Dawson talking to his dad as he comes up the court. Over to Adams on the left side. Adams back to Dawson. Drives the lane. It's all the way in. Makes a nice dish to Ubay, but he couldn't finish. And the Pride pulled down the rebound. And Sene works his way in. Can't get the bucket to fall. Gets his own rebound. Still can't get it in. So the Pride's still not on the board. Sene had a couple of good looks there, but nothing would fall for him. As Dawson resets the offense, working against Sene up top. Over to Adams. Heritage in what? Well, there's Volker. Spins around, can't connect. Rebound pulled down by Siegler, but his pass is thrown away to Obeyed, picked it off, but then he lost his footing a little bit and turned it right back over. And Vikings wrest that one away. Tried to flip it, and they got it. So that was Dawson with a nice steal there. Dawson with a three-pointer on the way, off the mark. Rebound pulled down by the Pride. That was number 4 for the Pride. Sene still can't connect. Max Janis on that shot. Sene shoots again, can't connect. Dawson drives the lane, flips it up. A lot of traffic in there. Couldn't get that one to go. And Gonzalez. Siegler gets the rebound. Works it over to Janice, who can't connect on that shot. And the Vikings working inside. Took a shot. Sorry, I missed who that was. Then we got a foul. Foul on the Pride. As usual, they don't put it on the scoreboard, so I can't really see who it was. But regardless, Obeid will shoot. Okay, I guess it was on the floor. Oh, the basket went. That's where I missed it. Okay, sorry about that. We'll get it. We'll get it straight here. There we go. And then he missed the free throw, so I'll get it. Eventually we'll get there. Now we got it, 7-0. Janice with the ball. A little bit of a crazy pass to Sene, but he tracked it down. Drives the lane and finally connects in the first basket for the Pride. The Pride on the board. It took them over 4 minutes to get the first bucket. Not a good sign, but it's early. Anything can happen. And that's Adams with a three-pointer. And we got a timeout on the floor. I believe that's taken by timeout by Heritage. They're first. Update that. That's not like that. That's funny. I have to fix that later. All right. Heritage at 4 timeouts. We'll fix that at the quarter break. So 3 minutes left in the first. Score is 9-2. In favor of the Vikings. Heritage brings it in. Sene over to Siegler. He tries to get around, and the ball's knocked away by Dawson, but Siegler got it back, and a three-pointer connects. That's Nathan Olafson for 3. So now it's 9-5. So Heritage back within 4 here as we come to about 2/3 of the way through. There's an errant pass by the Vikes. Jake Jones. Stolen away by Siegler. He couldn't connect on the shot. Jones picked up the rebound. The Pride just can't connect here. There they go. That was Alex Choking on the basket. So 9-7 now our score. As the Pride bring it up. My fellow announcer, Bill Ruscatella, has joined me here. That shot's off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Dawson. Shot by Janice. There's a drive and dish by Dawson over to Avery Nance. His three-pointer's off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Heritage. Sene with a 3 on the way. It doesn't connect. Pride get the rebound. And there's a three-pointer for the Pride. That's Olafson again for 3. And all of a sudden, the Pride, after not scoring for almost the first 5 minutes, are ahead 10-9. So they're on a 10-2 run now. Early in the game here. That timeout definitely helped them. I see the clock has gone awry, but we'll fix that when we get a chance. Down to about 45 seconds now in the first quarter. And that ball is knocked away, and the Pride recover.
Oh, what's going on, Rod?
How you doing,
I'm in.
You're in.
I was coaching 4th grade basketball, so I don't have much voice
worries.
left, but I'm going to do the best I can.
No worries.
All right, you're going alone?
Yeah, I was going alone, but, you know, I had the clock on the camera, but it got bonked, so I'll have to adjust it again.
Can I move this?
Yeah, no worries. I'll fix it. Another 3 on the way. No, you can't move that. Oh. All right, that's all right. My cohort just completely destroyed the clock, but we'll fix it later.
Oh, look at that. In and out, in and out.
Walker can't get the ball to drop, but Ubay with a nice follow. Drops it back in.
Looks like the Pride are going to hold for the last shot of the quarter. 6 seconds to go.
And the final shot is off the mark. So that'll do it for the first quarter. All right. I'm going to go to a quick commercial, and I'll try to fix the camera here. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I'm going to go to a manual. We're back. We're going to go to manual clock here for a bit. Oop. You're on mute. We're back. We're going to go to manual clock here for the rest of this quarter, and then I'll adjust it at halftime. It'll take me a second to get that up and running. So I'll let Bill do the play-by-play as we get this back going.
All right, we live now?
We are live.
All right. Siegler kicks out in the wing there to Olafson. Going to dump it down low. T.O. King. It's a nice drive there by Lo Chezu. I feel like we got a different pronunciation for. Do we have a special name for T.O. King? No?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
There's Coop in the lane. Kicks it back out to Obaid. Robbie Adams picks it up at the top of the key. He's going to set the offense back up. Tight one here.
12. How did I get to 12?
With the Pride up 12-11 as Adams surveys the floor. Swings it around to Dawson. Coop comes and sets a high screen. Dawson takes his time and resets again. Swings it over to Volker. Volker cuts down the lane. Cooper swings over. Pride playing a 1-3-1, it looks like. Obey drives into the middle. Looks like he took some steps, got away with it. And Chezu pulls down the board. Janis brings it up. And Boyd, that's 13, my apologies. That's Siegler. It's going to set the Pride offense. As Boyd and Sene look to come back in for the Pride. They're sitting by the box. Swings it left over to Sigler. Right down the lane. Once again, that's Max Janis. Takes it at the elbow and drives the lane and lays it in as the Prize kick it out to a 3-point lead. We're going to call the block on Chezu. Adams drove it baseline. Team.
Yeah, team is working. Got the clock going now too.
The Vikings inbound it. Tennell has it right elbow, sets a high screen for Dawson. Dawson drives the lane, off the glass, up and in.
Got it to go.
Nice shot there by number 2, Trent Dawson. That's Mustafa Sene. He gets trapped in the corner. They kick it out top. Sigler drives right down the lane and lays it in for a deuce.
What a quick move that was, man. He got off the dime in a hurry there.
Real quick step there. I'm sure you mentioned it earlier, Rod, but the Vikings coming off a heartbreaking defeat at the hands of their arch rival, the Woodgrove Wolverines, in double overtime. That was a tough one.
As Volker knocks that one in and gets the foul. So he'll go to the line and try to complete the three-point play.
Nice to see him get a hoop in there. He really struggled against Woodgrove.
Yeah, he did. That was a tough game. That one went to double overtime. They only got 49 points. I was saying earlier, Bill, the Vikes are in first place in the district, but if they lose this one, they'll be tied with the Wolverines, and they will have to go to a one-game tiebreaker on Saturday. As Sene drives the lane, can't connect. Rebounded by Obey.
Well, let's hope they can lock things up tonight. There's Adams swinging it over to Dawson. He's got Volker in the corner, behind the pass and through the legs of Tennell. Cooper wasn't ready for that tricky dicky there by Dawson. Little back behind the pass. Looks like Avery Nance is going to check in along with Jake Jones. Tennell will go to the bench along with Obaid. As the Vikings are setting up in their familiar 2-3 zone. Let's see if they apply a little more pressure. I was surprised against Woodgrove. They did not press at all.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by that too, Bill. That's kind of been their trademark for the last few years, and they just weren't doing it the other night.
Heritage turns it over. Dawson looks to break, but he kicks it back out. As the Pride gets back nicely on D. There's Clyde from the corner. There you go. That's what we like to see. And the Vikings take a 1-point lead, 17-16, with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play here in the first half.
That was a nice-looking shot by Volker there. If he gets hot, Heritage is going to be in trouble.
Yeah, they need somebody else to score, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking for Nance to do a little more tonight, too. He was hurt for a couple games. I think his first game back was the Woodgrove game, and he wasn't quite himself. There's a nice-looking drive.
There's Jake Jones clearing the defensive boards. A nice drive there by Olafson, but he couldn't get it to fall. And it's the first time the Vikings come down with a lead. They'll kick it in the corner to your man Nance, who drives into the elbow, kicks it out to Jones. Jones off the front iron, not going to go down. And Sene clears the glass for the Pride. Got Janice on the low block. I thought he was going to shoot.
I did too. He got down low and decided not to pull the trigger.
Yeah, he should have shot that one.
Yeah, I think so too. But the Pride did get the rebound back there.
Yeah, Nance looks much more active than I've seen him in the past. That's a key player for the Vikings.
Yeah, it definitely is. When he's on, he's very quick, and he can make a lot of things happen. As Adams' three-pointer off the mark.
Drew Boyd gets the defensive board for the Pride. And Sene breaks it down to Janice. Little strong off the back iron. Jake Jones. Looks like Dawson's going to run. He's 1-on-2, but he takes it to the iron and lays it in.
Nice.
1-on-2, but he puts it in nonetheless.
That was a tough shot. Got it to drop. And it looks like another timeout for Heritage there.
Timeout with Heritage. That was a real difficult shot. He can make that shot, though, as you can see right there. That might be one we get to see later on in this broadcast.
I think so. Can you do me a favor and read off some sponsors? Just do the top.
I would love to do that.
Part.
Just the top?
Yeah, just
all right,
top
coming
tonight.
to you live from Heritage. This broadcast brought to you by Huntington, SAT and ACT Tutoring, Steigerwald, Gordon and Koch Wealth Advisors, Dr. Grish's Orthodontics, Terry's Body Shop, Browning Equipment, Dr. Terry Orthodontics, Tim Mady Wealth Management, White Pine Capital Group, and Patty Schumann Photography.
Thank you, Bill. Very nicely done. Just this.
You good, right? All right, there's a little full court pressure the Vikings are applying now. Got Nance up top with Dawson. Pride break it, get it down the low block for an easy bucket.
Nice work by
Drew
the Pride
Boyd.
there. Good ball movement.
And the Pride fall back into their own. Oh, no, they're going to play man. I thought they were going to play 2-3, but they're in a man defense. And Obaid and Tennell look to check back in at the next stoppage.
Almost another turnover there.
There's
Surprise
a
knocked it away,
stoppage.
but went out of bounds.
Coach Dawson getting a little fired up over here. Like to see a little more movement down low, I believe. Volker, and Jake Jones check out. And Dawson will inbound. Drives the baseline. Tough shot. Definitely some contact. Nothing called.
Yeah, he was way too far into the basket to call that one. I don't think he had much of a
Obeyed
shot.
back to Robbie Adams.
Good board by Obey, though, to keep that one alive. Here, Dawson admonishing Avery Nance there. Avery takes a three, way off the mark.
Oh, Tanel not able to secure that board. Can't help but notice here, Rod, a little different atmosphere up here looking across the court of these bleachers.
Yes,
in the game at Woodgrove.
Yes, it's rather vacant across the way. I'm a little surprised, honestly. I mean, this is kind of it's a big game. Expecting a few more fans. So maybe they're all watching the live stream, Bill.
I'm sure they are.
I know the
Olsen
director here at Heritage, J.J. Totoro, was excited about it, and he put the live stream up for the Heritage fans as well, so we got a whistle.
There is some kind of a big theater production going down the hall. Maybe they're stealing some of our audience.
I don't know if there's a lot of crossover there, Bill, but we can think that.
All right, there's Olsen. And the Pride are going to set up their offense here. Sene looks over the defense as the Vikings are playing man. Kicks it on the right wing to Janis. Dribbles out to the top of the key. He's going to pull up for the three-pointer. It's strong off the back of the iron, and Volker cannot get the board. Dawson does.
Winds up at the board.
A lot of contact there. Again, nothing called. Obey, there's Cooper hitting the boards, can't secure it. Robbie with an elbow. Cooper on the other elbow, back to Dawson. He drives the lane.
They're really letting him play under there tonight.
They are letting them play, and the Vikings are a little tentative. They're just a little reluctant to shoot. And the Pride still clinging to a lead here with only 30 seconds to play in the first half. This would be a devastating defeat for the Vikings if they can't pull this one out.
You got to move the camera.
Looks like they're going to hold for one now. Volker goes back door.
Beautiful
A backdoor cut.
That was a beautiful backdoor. You can't do any better than that. That was nice and easy.
Well, that's the way you draw it up. Janis goes right down the key. Too strong. Cooper Tanel secures the board. And the Vikings will walk off the court clinging to a slim 21-18 lead over the Pride.
All right, we're going to step away for a couple minutes, and we'll be back with some stats.
You're going
and
to throw some
commercials
at them?
Yeah, a couple. Just one, really.
All right, we're going to show you guys some replays from the first half. It's going to be a three-pointer by Heritage. They kick it out to Janice. A little strong off the back of the iron. The Vikings outlet. Oh, this is Dawson's 1-on-2 play. I remember this. He drives in, goes 1-on-2, and lays it in off the glass. Heritage driving the lane right down the middle. That was a drive, and that was not the kind of defense you drew up by Coach Dawson as he took it from the elbow. Oh, right down. Who's that out standing there flat-footed? Who was that out there? Was that Robbie Adams? Looked like he went right by him. There's a three thrown up short. Tennell with the board over the Dawson. Dawson brings it down low to Volker. Once again, oh, in and out by Clyde. Obeyed wrestling for the board, lays it up and in. Nice to see Clyde getting a few buckets. I think we got some stats for you guys. You see the Vikings playing some solid defense with the Pride only shooting 39%. Like we said earlier, Rod and I, a lot of contact, nothing being called. You can tell that by the fact that there were a total of 2 free throws taken by both teams in that first half.
That's
I
true.
can assure you there were more than 1 foul call.
Yes, yes, there were. And the Pride's shooting percentage is really low. They started really slow shooting. I don't know. They couldn't find the net the first 5 minutes of the game, it seemed. And then they finally heated up a little bit. So I'm expecting that 39% to go up a fair amount in the second half.
Yeah, nobody's shooting well. Look at the three-pointers. The Vikings only 1 of 6. The Pride only 2 of 7. But
let's see what our player stats look like here, Bill.
all right, I'm going to guess that no one's in foul trouble.
This is the next-gen stats.
Oh, that's nice. That does look nice.
I was trying to change it around a little bit. So
look at that. Look who's leading the Vikes in points.
Yeah, Clyde Volker, 8 points. Yeah, see, I got it. So it's the leading scorers
That
are
is
up
sharp.
top. Yeah, it's nothing but the highest quality graphics here.
And only 4 guys with 2 boards each for the Pride. Dawson leading the Vikings in boards.
Which is kind of crazy.
That
It's
is crazy.
Usually Cooper Tennell, excuse me. I'm
Ten-
sure he'll get more than that.
He's got 2 boards. Jake Jones with 3. And again, the Vikes have only hit 1 3.
Yeah, well, Nathan Olafson, he's 2 for 2 from 3-pointers. Although I think he took another one, and I probably didn't catch it. But yeah, he's got the hotter hand out there. I suspect the Pride will be feeding him a lot more in the second half.
Yeah, a low-scoring game. Not surprising the way the last game ended up. I think the Vikings blew a 39-29 lead we were talking about late in the game against Woodgrove.
Yeah, they went into the fourth quarter up by 8 or 10 and just were flat. And Woodgrove came all the way back. And Woodgrove was, they obviously were tied after 1 overtime. The second overtime, Woodgrove got like a 3-point lead. Valley got in a position where they felt like they had a foul a little bit. And Tyler Blizzard, who hadn't really done anything the whole rest of the game, comes in late in the game and was 7 of 8 from the line and really iced the game for Woodgrove that night.
It was amazing how everybody knew that they were going to inbound the ball to Blizzard, but yet it looked like Dawson was exhausted. He had been on the floor for a while, couldn't keep up with Blizzard. They inbounded the ball to him time after time, and like you said, he went to the free throw line and knocked him down.
Yeah, I don't know, they were kind of struggling, and it wasn't like, they had the night off before, so not quite sure why they were so tired.
All right, so the Vikings are clinging to a slim 21-18 lead as we start the second half. And we'll see the starting 5. We'll go with Dawson and Adams. This is the starting 5, the best 5 players on the floor for the Vikes. Be nice to see Tennell get going offensively along with Obeyed, who has 6 points already. But down low, they really need to have more of a presence because they have a decided size advantage. And just like that, they turn it over. And that's not how you want to come out of the locker room, Rod.
No, it is not. They've really got to start moving a little bit here. mean, this is, the Dulles District's pretty even this year. Certainly a lot more even than it has been in past years. But you know what you got on the line here. You got to come to play.
Once again, if you haven't heard or you're not aware, the Vikings get this victory tonight. They will clinch their division and will not have to worry about the next game after that.
And they get a double bonus by winning the district because they get an automatic bid to the regional by doing that.
So a big game for the Vikings here at Heritage as Dawson looks over the defense. Heritage is playing man.
Oh,
and Robbie Adams kisses one in.
The bank is open.
The bank is open. He shakes his head coming back down court, but he'll take it. He'll take it. Just like that, the Vikes pop out to a 6-point lead, which is the largest advantage of the game.
Since the very beginning. They got out 7-0 at the beginning.
Oh.
And that's been the farthest since then.
There's Drew Boyd from the baseline. I apologize. I wasn't here for the start of this game.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, Heritage started really slow, but after going out 7-0, they went on a 10-2 run and got the lead. So Bade takes a long one.
There's Dawson for three, and he gets fouled. They had to call that one as he got knocked to the ground by number 12, Drew Boyd. Boyd just picked up the baseline jumper, but he also picks up the foul. And Dawson will go. He was not shooting. They're saying he wasn't shooting. How is that possible? Dawson's going nuts. I don't know how he wasn't shooting.
I don't know how that wasn't shooting. Unless they said they fouled him after the shot, maybe? I don't know. That was very odd as the Vikings turn it back over.
And there's Sine on the break, and he's fouled. Looks like the refs found their whistles at halftime.
Yeah, they also, the refs talked to each other at halftime too, and they probably realized this was getting a little bit more physical than they wanted. So who was that foul on, Bill? Did you see?
I think the foul was on Obaid.
Okay, thank you. So they, they'll come in and try to tone it down a little bit as Sene makes the first.
He goes 1 of 2 from the line to close the gap to 3 as the Pride applies some full court pressure of their own.
Adams wide open, and he got it.
He calmly knocks that down. Nice follow through, nice form. Very nice three there by Robbie Adams.
Didn't use the glass on that one either.
He did not.
Sene off the mark, rebounded by Boyd, and he's fouled.
Strong rebound by the senior, the 6'2 senior, Drew Boyd, giving away at least 2 or 3 inches to both guys around him, both Volker and Tennell taller, but Boyd rips down the board.
It's all about position sometimes.
That's what I just got done trying to teach my 4th graders, right? It's all about position on the boards.
It is. And rebounds are so important at almost any level. They are critical. As Boyd knocks them both down.
27-23 Vikes with 5:50 to play here in the third. Oh, there's a turnover again. Sene picks his pocket.
Yeah, I don't think Trent was quite expecting that. Bang.
Max Janis makes him pay for the turnover with the 3.
That was a nice little sequence for the Pride there. A steal and a 3-pointer.
And they close the gap to 1. The crowd has a little energy. We got some fans in front of us. I don't know who that is they have there. Who is that? Brandon Wing. What number is he?
30. He's number 30.
30. We got a Brandon Wing logo.
It's senior night here at Heritage.
Senior night.
Yeah, so we got some of the fat heads.
The camera's down there. You got to go down there to get it on the camera.
As Dawson nails a 3-pointer. I think that was Dawson.
Oh, I got you. I thought there was something going on in the auditorium. Oh, a nice dish down low to Boyd.
And he can't connect.
A nice pass by Janis, but he couldn't convert. Dawson up court to Obaid. Looks like he's going to be fouled on the floor. They went from calling nothing to calling everything.
Like I said, I think they just wanted to tighten it up a little bit. I suspect they'll ease off a little bit.
Dawson did hit a three while I was talking to the fans to put the Vikings out on top 30-26. And it's senior night here at Heritage High School.
Yeah, unlike we were here for senior night at Valley, and Valley only has one senior, so it became Robbie Adams night. He's the only senior out there for the Vikes. The Vikes in the past 4 years, they had 3 kids that were 4-year starters. So this is a big switch for them. Come back with a no senior lineup.
Yeah, definitely a young squad. Oh,
there's
Bade strong to the hole.
Nice move. Just taking it strong. I'm a little surprised they didn't call a foul on that one, but
yeah, there was a little contact there.
Yeah, I think they said Siegler went straight up.
Vikes back in the 2-3 zone.
This game is brought to you by the Loudoun Valley Athletic Boosters, as that one's an air ball.
Yes, Sene way short on the jumper.
Yeah.
Dawson brings it down court, crosses over, drives the lane, more contact, nothing called, lays it in off the glass.
Wow. Yeah, and I agree with that no call. The defender wasn't moving. That was just a great
There's a half-court trap. They go to the top of the key, high-low offense in the corner. He had a man. He didn't pull the trigger.
That was great body control by Dawson on that last one.
Nice play by Cooper Tennell with a steal, and the Vikings will push it, but Janis cuts him off right at half court, and the Vikes will set up offense. Robbie Adams in the corner, drills around the top of the key, kicks it out to Volker. Volker looks over what he's got in front of him. Dawson's trying to get open, and Volker will drive down the seam. He gets stopped out to Obaid. He'll take it, and Cooper hits the glass, and they're going to call Cooper Tennell on the offensive foul.
I don't know about that. He went straight up. See, that's when the fans are crying for over the back. There's no such fouls over the back.
That's one of my favorite things I always try to tell people. You're allowed to go over the back if you don't touch them.
As long as you don't displace that person, there's not a foul.
Yeah, it's not a foul. The Pride will bring it up court, down by 7, 34-26. With 3:20 to play.
You're
down by 8?
You're not a math major. 34-26.
34-26 is 8. This glass is dark up here. I thought it was a 7. Tennell with the board. Oh, there's Avery Nance. Let's get him in the offense.
Oh, whips it over to
Good ball movement there by the Vikings. Shot will not go down, but it was good ball movement. I believe the Pride are still down by 8, if I check that math, with 2:40 to play. Both offenses have gone a little bit stale here.
It's another fairly low-scoring game. We were surprised at how low-scoring the Woodgrove game was. I mean, that one went into overtime at 39 each. That's crazy.
There's the Heritage Pride cheerleaders making some noise out here tonight. Volker checks back in. Tennell goes to the bench. Obaid checks back in as well. Nance will stay out there with Jake Jones and Avery Nance.
Nice move.
A nice drive by Nathan Olofsson. All the way to the rack. Looks like Umar Obaid has found a little soft spot in the Pride defense. He's set up shop there 3 times in a row, received a pass, and just drives down the baseline to the bucket.
Yep, and he got fouled on that one by Alex Teokang. Sorry, Alex, if we're slandering your name, but that's what it looks like from here. Volker's off on the first, Volker, excuse me.
Number 32,
Obaid's
Trevor Kratz checks in for the Pride. We're still hoping to see Brandon Wing check into this game.
He did start. He did start.
He's got an injured knee, his mom says. But he did start. Olofsson for the bucket to keep the Pride close. 35-30. Vikings up on top. Again, a victory tonight by the Vikings. Clinches first place.
Oh, that was nice.
Jake Jones with the jumper.
3-pointer from Jones, no less.
Nothing but net on that one by Jones. As Nance will look to push it. He has Volker out in front. He pulls up. Gets his
Not
shot
quite
blocked.
sure if that was okay. Wasn't sure
think-
if he was passing or just got blocked. I think you're right. It got
I think
blocked.
Janice might have blocked it.
Yep. I think you're right.
Wholesale changes here. Obeid and Nance. A lot of quick changes by Coach Dawson. Tennell and Volker check back in, and Clyde turns it over.
I don't think Volker realized that guy was there.
I remember the last time these two teams played. That Max Janis is a player. He is not related to you.
We're learning so much about the Heritage team here tonight. As the Vikes try to work it inside, we got a travel call. Okay.
The Vikings turn it over again. Once again, it is senior night here at Heritage High School.
And
Looks like Janice is a sophomore.
Timeout for the Vikes, I believe.
Coach Dawson calls a timeout.
And I said Heritage. I don't know. That's the problem. If they don't put the timeouts on the board, I really don't know who called them. So
1:19 to play here in the third. That's Loudoun Valley 38 and Heritage 32.
let's see if I can find a replay for you here. Quickly.
Looks like a few more have made it into the arena. We're up to a total audience of about 60.
Here comes let's see if we can get a quick replay. Here we go.
Our side of that.
This was the steal.
Oh, this is the steal.
Yeah.
All right.
He looks like he didn't realize the player was there. It's a nice pickup.
That was Janice with a steal,
and a bucket.
and he lays it in. Now, in all honesty, I don't want to mislead anybody. The stands on our side are quite filled. It's the other side you can see is empty, but the ones over here are filled up. As the Heritage Pride comes up court, that's number 5, Mustafa Seni, swings it over to Nathan Olafson.
Big print.
Technology.
It's a big print version. And we got a jump ball call. Okay. As Seni was trying to work inside, he got tied up. So down under a minute here. And they're going to call
Dawson
foul
called for the personal foul. Still a tight one here at Heritage High. 38-32. That's a 6-point lead, Rod. I don't know if Heritage can hold for one. That's a long time, but they look like they're going to try to milk this clock. You know, he drives the baseline just like that.
Gets cut off.
Oh, yeah, he took some steps.
Yep. That was good defense by the Vikes. They even if he hadn't taken steps, there was nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, good help defense. He slid down, cut him off. Yes. Looks like maybe the Vikings will try and hold for the last shot.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised. This is pretty typical of the Vikings try to do. As they get under a minute, just work the ball around, try to get a good shot.
Yep. Trent Dawson, as they're playing the motion offense, just trying to kill a little time here. Kick it back out to Adams.
Usually about 10 seconds they'll get into their aggressive offense here. So we're looking
Dawson has the top of the key. Here we go. 10 to play. Adams surveys. Going to have to go now down to 4 seconds. Looks like Dawson's going to take it to the lane. And he is stuffed.
Jump that. That's a good call. Yep. So they're going to have a catch and shoot play.
He is stuffed by Olafson. It's a tie-up. And they'll only leave 0.6 seconds on the clock. Only time enough for a tap-in.
Oh, they were giving it to him.
They would have allowed that shot, but it was quite long. That'll be the end of the third quarter. The Vikings 38, the Pride 32.
We'll be right back after this. A couple of stats for you. A last-minute one. Here we go. See, the Vikings are pulling away a little bit of the board, 17-12 there. I told you the Pride shooting would come up. They're up to 46% now. And the free throw percent's good. Turnovers are pretty even. So Vikings winning the battle on the board, that seems to be the biggest differentiator at this point as we get started here.
All right, the Pride will have the first possession of the fourth quarter. Valley in their 2-3 zone.
Sene gets cut off by Cooper and
Oh,
steal.
There's that guy, Janis.
Cooper
He's
made
very active, number 4.
Cooper made the steal and gave it right back. Seem to be doing a lot of that.
Got to call something there. What are they going to call? Oh.
Calling the block.
Tough one there.
That was a tough one.
Looked like he might have extended his arm a little bit. Nice play by Cooper there. Active on defense again.
There we go.
And Adams will break with some speed to Obeid, who drives the lane. Kicks it back, and they'll set it up to Dawson.
Dawson with a nice drive. Crowd looking for a charge. Didn't get it. Shot was off the mark.
Long outlet pass. Sene with the Euro step.
That was not a very pretty Euro step.
32, Trevor Kratz was in position, but he could not secure the board, and the ball will be turned over to the Vikings. They'll bring it up as play got a little sloppy here, Rod.
Yeah, and as much as I'm not a fan of the Euro step, that was not a pretty one.
That was a slide step.
Yeah,
that wasn't a Euro step. That was a slide step. Oh, no call, and Adams drains the 3.
That's his third of the night, I believe. We'll have to check the numbers, but I think he's 3 for 3 from out there.
Drew Boyd will be checking in, along with number 3, Loic Shezu at the next stoppage.
Sene.
There's a long 3. Sene off the. Oh!
You got to secure that board. The Vikings.
Janis right in there, sneaking in there again.
The Vikings had 2 people in position, and somehow they let Janis get the board in the bucket. Dawson's not going to be real happy with that one.
Well, they list Janis at 6'3" here, but it looks like he's a few inches shy of the people around him. Tennell they have at 6'4". They got Jake Jones at 6'3". He looks taller than that to me, though.
Yeah, Jake Jones is one of their, I think he may be their tallest player. I don't know, it's basketball. They always inflate those. I mean, according to that, I'm 6'2".
Timeout on the floor by Coach Dawson.
Let's see if we got a replay we can queue up here. What do we got? What is this one?
Once again, this production is brought to you by StatStream.biz and our man Rod Ogren behind the scenes, all the technology. He's going to fire a replay at you here.
See what we got. All right. Oh, that was just the air ball. Okay, maybe it's coming. See what we got here. This should be the Vikings doing something.
Looks like Dawson has the board, brings it up the floor. That's Dawson bringing it up now. Crossover dribble, throws right down the lane.
That was a nice. That was a nice
lays
play.
it in.
That was a nice body control on that one.
6 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in the game. And they'll throw it deep on the inbounds to Adams. Pride playing man-to-man. They will look to put a little more pressure, I assume, here in these last 6 minutes, Rod.
I would think so. I don't honestly know what this does for the Pride's position in the district. I know they have at least one more game because they got.
Oh, a nice give and go in the wing.
Nice, beautiful shot.
Cooper gives it back to a slicing Obeid and an easy deuce for the Vikings.
That was definitely highlight worthy, replay worthy there. See if I can bring that one later on.
Janis doesn't get the 10-foot jumper to fall. The Vikes look to extend the lead, which looks to be 9, 43-34.
That was a tough shot Janis took. It wasn't far, but he's falling back. Oh, look at that
the
drive.
Red Sea opens up for Volker. He turns around and no one is there, and he calmly just dribbles right down the heart of the Pride defense and lays it in uncontested as number 30, Brandon Wing, looks to check back into the game.
And the fans go wild.
The fans are going nuts.
Brandon's parents are right in front of us with a fat head of him. As shots off the mark. Three-pointer off
It's
the
a
mark.
rugby match all of a sudden. There's bodies flying left and right. Obeid and Robbie Adams on the floor. What's the call?
Called the push on Obeid, it looks like.
The foul is on Obeid. Checking in as senior, number 30, Brandon Wing. Along with number 12, Drew Boyd. Janice will inbound. Can you get that camera on this thing here? Hold it out in front of you. Get it on the camera. Hold it out right here. Camera's down there.
Nah, don't, Bill, because he's doing it for.
All right, sorry. There we go. We got it.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Number 13, Giovanni Sigler, long off the glass.
That was a pass.
That was a pass off the glass.
I was like, that was
I'm
really
all
weird
discombobulated.
looking. It was a pass. It's just a very strange looking pass.
And the Pride will keep possession. Play has gotten sloppy. 45-34 Valley.
Yeah, that would be an 11-point lead, Bill.
You handle the math.
Heritage just
Up
not
top
showing.
to Drew Boyd.
Yeah, Heritage not showing a whole lot of energy here tonight.
Swinging around. Oh, there's Brandon Wing. He drives down the lane. I guess that was we'll call that, oh, that's a pass. He sort of goes out. There's Janice, turns it over, gets frustrated, and elbows Dawson in the back. Like both teams about to go into the penalty with 16 fouls apiece with 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go. The Pride still not applying much pressure. They'll apply a little backcourt pressure. Dawson breaks out easily. Adams cuts down. There's Obeid in his familiar spot. Volker tried to shoot that one up from the bottom of the hoop, I think.
Well, he got fouled on the way up, so that's going to be his excuse. But Volker's very workmanlike out there. He's not a real fancy player, but he sees the opening and he just goes. Off on the first one, he'll get a second shot. See, our clock is off again. It's all right. I'll go back to manual clock.
It is what happened.
It's all right. We'll go back to manual.
3:59 to play. He hits the second one.
We'll go back to manual clock here momentarily. I got to find a better way to. I like the clock on the scoreboard, but it's not very.
Oh, Brandon Wing misses the 12-footer. I thought that was going to go down. The crowd would have exploded. Volker, steps in.
Volker's nice.
A nice bucket by number 13, Clyde Volker.
Jump ball.
Looks like Janice is going to check back into the game, along with Mustafa Seni. And Nathan Olesen will hit the bench. And the Vikings will inbound with 3:27 to play. With a commanding, is that 14 points, Rob?
48-34, that would be 16. Yeah, you're right, 14 points. See, I'm off too. Trying to fix the clock.
And speaking of the clock, Valley taking their time. They're not in any hurry with a 14-point lead and only 3 minutes to play. Robbie Adams circling around, run some clock, dribble around. Nobody's in a hurry to shoot.
Adams.
Still not going to shoot. Just going to dribble around some more. Adams. Kick it. There's Obeid in his familiar spot. Volker, and the clock is down to 2 minutes and 49 seconds. The Pride will have to foul here. Oh, they hit him on the backdoor cut. And they lulled him to sleep.
Nice assist there.
They hit him on the backdoor cut.
Vikings with their biggest lead of the game.
Giovanni Sigler fouled while shooting the three. You know, I was going to name my son Will Giovanni. My wife Allison made sure that I knew that I didn't live in Italy. She didn't want my kid to go through life as Giovanni Russatella.
Yes, that would be a lot of rigatoni there, Bill. or are you ravioli? I can't remember which. The first free throw is off the mark for Gio.
2 minutes and 26 seconds to play.
Bill, you'll be interested to know that Gio's quite a good football player. He's actually going down to University of Richmond with with Ben Castellano from Woodrow to play football.
Nice.
So they'll be teammates down there.
What an excellent school that is.
That is a very good school. Oops.
Gio with a nice dish down low to Drew Boyd. And the Pride will call a timeout with 2:22 as they'll likely apply some full court pressure out of the break. I'm going to take this chance, Rod, to thank our sponsors real quickly.
Yes, thank you. Good idea.
For bringing StatStream, Biz, this production, and Rod Ogren. A special thank you to Huntington SAT and ACT Tutoring, Steigerwald, Gordon, and Koch Wealth Advisors, Dr. Grish's Orthodontics, Terry's Body Shop. Thank you to Browning Equipment, Dr. Terry Orthodontics, Tim Mady Wealth Management, and White Pine Capital Group. And a thank you to Patty Schumann Photography. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Folks, without our sponsors, it's just not possible to bring this production to you. I know it's a professional production. And stay tuned for the basketball playoff season, which is right around the corner.
District. Yeah, so as we said before, if the Vikings can hold on and win tonight, they'll not only win the Dulles District, they'll get an automatic bid to the regional, which is a plus because it kind of means the Dulles District tournament isn't as meaningful.
And here's a full court pressure. A full court pressure. Dawson cannot get it inbound, and he'll have to call a timeout. The Vikings only had 2 men in the front court up against 3 defenders. Why someone else did not come back to support is beyond me.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they hadn't seen that look before and weren't quite prepared for it, but I'm sure Coach Dawson will get him in the right alignment here for the next throw in.
That could be a little carryover from the frustration I just had in my 4th grade practice as I tried to teach the press break.
Yeah,
and a third grade team was able to press me.
Yes, press and press break is not an easy thing to teach at the lower levels. But the Vikings have, I mean, you think about it, they got some good ball handlers out there between Dawson and
well, let's see what they do now. Now they're going to bring Obaid back for support. I think he's going to flash to the ball. He's up at half court. They set a screen. Here comes Obaid to the ball. And Cooper, they both come and flash to the court. There you go. They forgot to flash last time as Dawson will walk it up.
They're trying to double team Dawson, but that didn't work.
Crowd 1 and 3 seconds on Volker. I think he was only in the lane for about 2 3/4.
It was about a second and a half when they called for it. We do have a foul on the floor.
2:04 to play, and the only senior out there for the Vikings, Robbie Adams, will step to the line.
1-1, got the first.
Knock it down. Nothing but net on the second. 52-37, the Vikes.
Robbie with 14 points tonight. It's a nice pass.
Nice dish down low to Drew Boyd. Full court pressure. The Vikes break it. They got Cooper all alone. They'll back it back out and look to run some more clock.
And we get another break. I want to pull up the numbers on Robbie because he has been on fire percentage-wise tonight.
Tennell turns it over, and Janis, a nice dish down the lane.
Was a nice play. And the foul.
Olafson puts it in. A real nice dish from number 4, Max Janis. And the Pride are playing with some pride. They're not going away easy. They're playing it to the end. You like to see that in a high school basketball game. He completes the three-point play. Full court pressure. They'll look to foul. Oh, almost got a steal. They trap Dawson, who steps through and finds Tennell, and they'll run some more clock. I don't know why they're not fouling.
I think they don't want to foul Adams. Now there, that's who you want to foul. I mean,
As
Robbie's
Tennell
had the hot
gets
hand
fouled.
tonight. Yeah, Robbie's had the hot hands. I wouldn't want to foul him either, but I put the ball in Tennell's hands and let him try his luck at the line.
It's 10 points and a minute 17 to play. As a Maryland Terrapin fan, I have nightmares about the Duke comeback about 15, 20 years ago. I don't know how much it was. I know it was a 10-point lead with a minute to go, and they blew it.
Yeah, this isn't Duke.
What was that dude's name, the guard for Duke?
Bobby Hurley? I don't know when that was. I don't know what area you're talking about.
It was about probably about 20 years ago. They overcame a 10-point lead with a minute to play. He went in the NBA forever.
Wasn't Hurley? Gosh,
nope.
I don't remember who it was.
Jones, somebody.
Phone it in, folks. If anybody knows the answer to Bill's question, the hotline is open. I'm joking. We don't have a hotline.
Kick it around. Janice top of the key. Down low again to Boyd.
Oh.
Drew Boyd has found a little soft spot. Camping up on the low block down there. He'll go to the line for two.
First one bounces off the rim. The coaches admonish their players to box out. And that one rattles home. Show Boyd with 9 points tonight. He's probably leading the Pride in scoring. So we can get you that stat here momentarily. As Obeid will go to the line for 2 shots. Whether it was on the shot or not, doesn't matter. They're up to 10 fouls from the double bonus.
Double bonus. I'm trying to get some technology. I'm trying to. Jay Williams.
There you go.
10 points in
Jay
54
Williams.
seconds
Okay.
against
On
the
the-
Terps.
on
It
the
was in
spot.
2001.
2001, you're
Jay.
showing our age up here. 18 years
Caps
ago.
are winning right now? Okay. That's brought to you live from Brandon Wing's mom. What's your name? Kelly Wing giving you the live update on the Caps game. What's the score? 2-1 Caps. Oh, what's that? They call a jump ball.
Yep. And then a little frustration. And there's a
But
technical.
no, the other ref comes in and overturns it.
No.
The other ref came in and called a foul.
I think they called they called a jump ball, and then
Then a technical.
And then Olafson got upset and
Teed him
whipped
up.
the ball at the Vikings player, and the other ref saw him and teed him up.
And that's going to give Brandon Wing a chance to check back into the game. His mom, Kelly's going wild.
Senior night here, the Pride will be.
Senior night.
I always think it's harder to make these. When you're standing there all by yourself. But Dawson trains the first one, no problem. And got them both.
Dawson knocks him down. That all about lock it up. It should be another Dulles District Championship for the Loudoun Valley Vikings.
Yeah, this will be, well, I don't have the numbers, but I'm guessing it'll be at least their 4th in a row.
Robbie Adams going to look to dribble out the clock here. He'll kill some time. Vikings don't need to shoot. Will they foul? They do foul. They're playing the string out. Like I said earlier, a lot of heart here by the Heritage Pride. 4-6 in the district, 9-11 on the season. Well-coached team. I'll tell you who the head coach was, but I don't know who it is.
Got 13. Olson leading all with 13. Boyd and Janice with 9 each.
William Patchen.
Hatchin.
Oh, Hatchett, like Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
William
it's on
Hatchett, head coach.
Hatchet, yeah.
Well-coached Pride team. There's the stats for you. Olafson leading the Pride with 13. And
Look at the
Umar
distribution.
Obeid. Look at that average. That is
Four
nice.
players.
Four players in
over
double
10
digits.
points. And now I'm not keeping up.
Janice.
43,
I would have thought Janice
one.
would be leading the team. He sinks a 12-footer. I'm not
I
sure
would
about
have
the
too,
12-footer.
but-
How far is the elbow from the hoop?
15.
16-footer.
Well, actually, 16, yeah.
16-footer.
Because you got to do the triangulation because it's not straight, you know. So it's the hypotenuse of the.
Oh, the hypotenuse. Yeah.
Who made that last?
If
pretty
you
sure
ever
I'm
seen
not
my
paying any
college
attention.
GPA, you'd know that I didn't know what a hypotenuse was.
It's the long part. All right.
I thought that's what
35
they
seconds
called
left.
that circle in Percival by Patrick Henry. That's very difficult for me to navigate.
That's the vortex. that's the
Oh,
P-Town whirlpool of death. My favorite in that was when they first opened it, I saw someone driving around it the wrong direction.
oh,
Now, maybe they were from Britain because they were driving a Mini.
oh. I live pretty
I
close to
went,
that circle,
whoa.
and the people who love that circle the most are one of our sponsors, Terry's Body Shop. they love that circle, I'll tell you
I'm
that.
sure they do. Yes, I've seen some
That's a nice hustle
driving.
play there
That was a nice hustle
by
play.
Gio Sigler, showing some heart and hustle there. And Brandon Wing checks back into the game.
The wing nuts are going crazy in the audience.
Nice looking jumper there by
Sene.
Mustafa Moose. Oh, there's another foul. They're playing it out. Got to give him some credit. William
They are playing
Hatchett
it out.
playing this one tight. He's got to like the energy that he's 5 on the floor are giving him now. This will pay off later on in their careers, Rod.
56. All right, my score is off somewhere.
Rod,
I know, my score is off. I'm trying to
I'm
fix
sorry.
it. It's not your fault.
that's not the
I
only thing
can't
that's
do the
off
math.
with you, I've noticed. Trent Dawson
48.
steps to the line. He's knocking down free throws. You get one more. Oh, he almost airballs that one off the front of the rim with 25 seconds to play. Sene brings it up. Oh, there's Wing. Oh, my. Brandon Wing was almost going to make his mom go more nuts. In his good way. She's ready to storm the court. And the Vikings will dribble out the clock. They do
they're
have to
still
call a
having
foul. I don't know why they fouled
yeah,
there.
I don't either.
But they did foul.
Well, there's only 2 seconds left, so I'm taking the clock off. You have to look at my little disc. So 59-48, I think this one's in the bag. So after this, the Dulles District playoffs will start on Monday. The Vikings, however, as the 1 seed, get a bye since there's 7 teams. So they will play, I believe it's Wednesday at about 7:15. We'll update the website with true information. Since it's playoffs, things are always a little bit up in the air, but we will let you know as soon as we know more who we're covering the playoffs.
And fans, keep your eyes on Facebook as StatStream will be updating you on their schedule, and they'll be bringing you all of the Valley, as much of the Valley playoffs as we possibly can this year. Your final score here from Heritage High School. The Loudoun Valley Vikings 61 and to Heritage Pride 48. Final thoughts there, Mr. Ogren, on the production?
Well, thank you for coming in, Bill. So Bill Rosicatella and Rod Ogren here for StatStream.biz. This game is again brought to you by the Loudoun Valley Athletic Boosters and all of their sponsors. We will be back on Wednesday in some capacity or another. We've got both the Lady Vikings and the Boys Vikings playing on Wednesday. So we'll have to figure out what our schedule is and how many of our massive staff over here we can send to these games. Until then.
Yep, I'm going to rest up my throat. I don't have practice on Wednesday, so hopefully I'll have a little better. We'll have our man Ben with us in Valley, right?
Yeah, Ben should be there in Valley.
All right, you have the Italian connection of rigatoni and ravioli. All right, thanks again for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you on Wednesday night. Once again, this is StatStream.biz.